Why have you pushed the underdog card so much in these playoffs? The underdog card. You've talked about your underdogs. You talked about it before the Rangers series.
I never pushed it. I'm asked the question all the time. So you're asking me again.
Okay. You could easily.
I never came up and said, "Hey, we're the underdogs." Somebody's first question was, "Hey, you guys are the underdogs." I guess we are.
Do you believe it?
I guess the same thing as first game of the year until now. It's we do what we can, and we try to stick to our strengths. And no matter who we play against, we haven't changed our identity. Have we tweaked some stuff? Have we adapted? Of course, that's part of the game. But I think we've been real loyal and to what we were trying to be since day one. So in that respect, I think we were able to play with anybody this year. And of course, as we move along here, the opponent gets tougher and tougher. And if you're asking me if this is a tough opponent, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. I mean, this is the Stanley Cup champions who just eliminated the #1 team in the league. So, I mean, it's clear that this is not versus us. I think this is the best team in the NHL, and so we have to measure up to the best team in the NHL.
What's it going to take to beat them then, 4 out of 7?
Well, the first thing is I think that we have to be aware of their strengths, that's for sure. And I think the previous series has helped us in that respect because I strongly believe that the 2 fastest teams in the league were the Rangers and Pittsburgh. And having played the Rangers the previous series, obviously that gave us a look. And I guess right now we know that this is a similar team in terms of counteracting. If you turn the puck over, they're gone. They got tremendous speed. You won't catch up to them once they're gone. So we know that, and obviously it was tough to play against the Rangers because of that. We might have had numbers back, but you get guys that can get through you, and that's just the quality of the players and the speed. And I think Pittsburgh has similar attributes, but they also have these high-end superstar forwards, on 3 different lines depending on what they do. But you got Kessel on one, and Malkin and Crosby on the other ones. I mean, it's choose and pick who you want. They're just stars on every line, and what they've got is they're an experienced group. That's one. That's gritty, and they're a first on puck team, and that's really hard to play against. So we're aware of that. But like I say, the previous series for us was a similar one in terms of the counteracting and the speed and the danger that they pose, and we're definitely going to have to make sure that we're aware of that.
With the forwards they have, do you think you'll match more than you seem to in the last round?
No, I think it's the opposite. I think once you sit during the season and you look at a roster and you got one real top line and then you can see the drop-off, then usually that's when you want to match. But when you look at the roster there and there is no drop-off, I think that's where you go, well, you know what, I think everybody has to do the job against whoever, especially on the road. I mean, obviously you're trying to get the defensemen you want against the guys that you want, but who are you going to pick? Crosby or Malkin, Kessel? I mean, everybody's going to have to do the job. Once you get to I've been here, in the conference final, and once you get here, it's everybody has to do the job, or else you don't belong here.
Coach, you just point out stylistically, the Rangers are somewhat similar to the Penguins. Washington's very different than you guys. So do you think the Penguins have a steeper learning curve coming into this series than maybe you guys do?
No, you know what? I think the Rangers Pittsburgh have had to play against different types of teams all year, and they've done great. And they've won the cup last year because they were able to adjust to any style, and it was the same this year. I mean, you look at who they've won and lost against. They've got enough tools to be able to go from one style to another, and still shine and do well. So I don't think we're looking at their team and saying, oh, there's a weakness here and there's a major hole there, and this is a team with no basic weaknesses, I think, and that's why they are who they are, and that's why they've won the cup, and that's why they were able to beat the #1 team in the league, and that's why it's obviously the best team in the league. And so for me, I don't think they're going to adjust drastically to us. I think they're the ones who've got the experience, and they're the ones who've got the background, and then we are going to have to make sure that we're able to adjust to them, most probably.
Guy, are you going into this series at your best?
I think we're not that banged up, to be honest with you. We could be more banged up. Are we 100% everybody? No. But as you saw the last 2 games against the Rangers, I thought we looked good. I thought we looked fresh, and our players have really displayed a lot of energy on the ice, and so I think we've got a really good roster coming in tomorrow for sure.
You last round called the
Last
Rangers
question.
a Stanley Cup contender.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with this. You beat them. Are you a Stanley Cup contender now?
Well, we're in the Final Four, so if we're not, I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah? You wouldn't call yourself that.
No, you know what? You end up in a Final Four. You've done something right. The players earned their way here. They weren't lucky. I mean, if you look at our season, there's no luck there. It's all hard work, and it's all guys paying the price and getting better and wanting to be better, and sticking to what we were doing and sticking together. And you know, we've earned our way into the playoffs. We've earned our home ice advantage. We've earned the last 2 series, and you know, and I think the players should be proud of having earned it. A lot of people didn't see us here, but now we're in the Final Four, and you know, we're ready to start. I think it's exciting. I've been here before, and then you know, it's a drug. You want to get back, and me personally, I'm back. Some other players on our team are back also. They've been here, and they can't be more positive than it is now for our group. So I mean, everything that we're living now is positive. We're looking forward to get on the ice with the Stanley Cup champion.